He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steelers and the Rams under the lights on Sunday night.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. They figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths and their most glaring weaknesses.
We've reached the halfway mark of the regular season. A lot of work left to do as we're away in Week 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
First play is to the air. Caught by his back. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Rams. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then, Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover to give it away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel, different formations, to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The Steelers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Option give here. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing now off play action. Flushed out of the... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
They want him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're going to face 3rd down. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Throwing it again here. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Connects with Slayton. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st.
Automatic 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bubbled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is cupped. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Brushes him off with ease. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Throwing on 2nd and 11. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. Jack Podolesny on for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Vizcaino sends it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Podlesny on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They'll throw on first. Looking slant route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Throwing now on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Play action on first down. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. They come in on a little two-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Throwing it on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And the Rams will be loving their field position they have to begin this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. First down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, 1-yard line.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Pass play on 1st and goal. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He gets it headed right. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. He got maybe a yard there, so a long 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play now. Jump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards. There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Rams will take possession. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Gets this to Slayton. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. But without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams are on the move here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Cut out left. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. He'll throw it yet again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that sets up 2nd and 5.
5 yards to go.
Hits him on the out route. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
On 2nd and a few. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's complete right side. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Here's 2nd and 5. Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. J.J. McCarthy, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. The Raiders have run right through the NFL in this first half of the year, as they head to the second half unbeaten at 8-0. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 34. Connecting on the slant. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. More slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
complete beyond the marker. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Throwing now on first down. Complete over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and just 2 to go. Setting up a throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, look at this. He gets it back.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Jack Pontelesny on for the field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Vizcaino sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Pontelesny on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing it to start this drive. Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Blown back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7, and they're going to need similar results now. 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun. Connects with Slayton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He's dropping back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A give now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 21. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He finds Slayton. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Gets this to Slayton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a receiver in motion right. From the 42. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. 3rd and long for him here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Steelers will take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on 1st. Catch made underneath by the back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw now. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Catch made over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're throwing it. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Handoff on second and short. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 4. And it brings up an LA first down. The slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Pressure's there, and the steal. Kirk closes on him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're training a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Complete beyond the bunker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 3-score game in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Receiving team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing from the gun here. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Hits his running back. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. He'll throw it yet again. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. That's completed right side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The Steelers calling their first timeout. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They'll throw it again. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They got to keep moving quick here. Throwing now from the gun. Flush out now to his left. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Escapes out to the left. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Desperation time here on 4th. Looking for it. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
This is